Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you students? I hope you all are fine, safe and secure at your home. Your science teacher is back with another chapter, chapter 3, fiber to fabric. So students, what are the basic needs of a human being? Every human being needs a basic need such as food, clothing and shelter. Food to make us fit and fine, and clothing and shelter to protect ourselves from heat, cold, okay, and shelter to protect us from wild animals and so on. So today we will focus on the second basic necessity, that is clothing. Students, where do clothes come from? Have you ever thought over it or pondered over the thing, where do clothes come from? So your teacher is here to teach you how do we get clothes and how the fabrics are made. So usually fabrics are made from fibers, and fibers are obtained from two things. They are natural fibers and synthetic fibers. There are two types of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers are obtained from plants and animals, and synthetic fibers, they are chemical based fibers. Before, people in olden days, they used to extract fibers only from natural sources. As humans went on developing themselves, they found new techniques to make clothes, and through mixing through various chemicals, they found synthetic fibers or synthetic clothes. They are polyester, rayon, nylon, acrylic, and natural fibers are extracted from plants and animals. In plants, we find fibers from jute and cotton, and next is from animals. Animals, which animals give us cloth? They are sheep. From the fur of sheep we get wool, and the different animals through which we get wool are camel, rabbit skin and yak. We get wool from these animals. And next is silk. Silk we get from silkworm, and next is leather. There are various animals whose leather we use as a clothing. We make bags and we make jackets. There are various other things which are made from leather, like your belts, okay. And there are various process or various procedure to change fiber to fabric, okay. To make a fabric, we have to go through various processes, like we have to spin it, then weave it, and then make a fabric out of it, and that fabric goes to stitching, and after stitching we get finished product as a cloth which is suitable for wearing. Okay students, so as I told you, we get fabrics or fiber from both animals and plants, and there are synthetic fibers too. So here are some materials to show you, okay. This is a cotton fabric, okay. Cotton fabric. This cotton fabric will be very soft in nature. And how is this done, or how is this made, obtained? First we get cotton from cotton plant, okay. Cotton from cotton plant. These cottons are then combed to separate seeds from it, okay. This procedure is called ginning. What is ginning? To separate seeds from cotton balls is called ginning. After we get cotton, pure cotton, after the procedure of ginning, cotton yarn is made. See here, cotton yarns are made. These are also done by traditional method or through machines. And Mahatma Gandhi ji used to spun this on charka, okay. This is a model of charka, this is not actual charka. Spun this on charka, and he had encouraged people to use this during the time of independence as a independence movement. And see, this is a thread or fiber of cotton. Can you see the strands here? These are called fibers. Thinner and thinner, these are called fibers. How do we obtain this? By spinning method. After we get this yarn from spinning, see here I am having another thread. You are very familiar with this thread. After we get these threads, this goes into weaving. What is weaving? The set of yarns bringing together. Here you can see there are two sets of yarn bringing together. Sets of yarn bringing together is called weaving. Usually weaving is done on looms. See, one set is in rows, kind of rows, and one on like columns. Okay, the set of yarns bringing together is called weaving. And then final product or final fabric is made. When this goes into stitching, we get cloth. Now here, this is a synthetic fiber. This is made out of chemical. I will show you how this is weaved. Weaving is done. How weaving is done? See here. It is weaved in a crisscross. See here. One is in sleeping line, one is in standing line. Weaving is done like this. Okay, this is a synthetic fiber. And now here we have jute fiber. Kind of rough. This is rough compared to cotton. This is obtained from jute plant. This and this is extracted from plant, and this is synthetic, extracted from chemicals. Okay, in traditional or previous generation, they used to extract clothes from only plants and animals, and now modernized people or modernized human being, they extract through chemicals. Clothes are extracted from chemicals also. And here I have got a sweater. You are all familiar with sweaters, no? Sweaters are made from wool, and this particular sweater is made from the fur of camel. Okay, you all have learned only like we get wool from sheep, but we get wool from camel, yak, rabbit also. Okay, and how it is obtained? Okay, suppose there is a sheep, we take the fur of the sheep and we turn it into yarn. This is woolen yarn, wool yarn. Okay, and then it is weaved and made of fabric. I hope you all have understood the procedure. I will explain it in more detail now. So students, we studied various methods or various procedures to turn cotton, jute and wool into fabric, how it is made and how we can get final product. So what did we study? We studied about cotton to fabric. So usually cotton is grown in black soil or the places where there are black soil. Okay, and cotton is harvested when the cotton balls are matured and it bursts open. Cotton balls are of lemon size. Okay, have you seen a lemon? Yes, cotton ball is also of a lemon size. When it gets matured, it bursts open and the cotton is then harvested by hand. After the cotton is harvested, they bring it and then they comb it. They comb it and they separate the seeds. That is called ginning of seeds, ginning. This process is called ginning. When they comb the cotton and separate seeds from it, it is called ginning. And then we get a yarn from it. To make a yarn, there is a procedure called spinning. They put it into spinning machine or a traditional spinning tool called charka. Who used to use charka? Yes, Mahatma Gandhi ji used to use charka, and he had made it popular and had encouraged people to use charka and wear homespun clothes. Why? To ban just to ban or lowerize the income of British people. He used to use spinning machine called charka, and now when there are large scale spinning is done through machines. When it is small scale, they use charka or any other spinning tool. Okay. And next, after spinning we get yarn or thread. These threads or a set of yarn is brought together, and this procedure is called weaving. Okay. Usually weaving is done on looms, and after this procedure we get a fabric. This fabric goes into stitching, and then we get a cloth. Okay. Is that clear? And then we learnt about jute to fabric. How jute is made? As I told you, jute is made from the stem of a jute plant. Where are these grown? These plants are grown in West Bengal, Assam, these places. These jute plants are grown. What they do? They harvest these they harvest these plants, and the stem of the plant is dipped into a water for many days, or it is soaked in water for many days, and the stem gets rot. Okay. They separate it, they bring it, they separate it and make a yarn. After that, same procedure like cotton. Spinning is done, weaving is done, and the final we get fabric. And next thing is wool to fabric. How wool is obtained? Wool is obtained from the fur of animals like sheep, camel, yak, and fur of rabbit. After that, after the fur of animal is obtained, we make it yarn, and yarn is converted into yarn goes into a process called knitting. It is knitted, and then the final product is the final product we get called fabric, and this fabric goes into stitching, and then we get clothes. So what did we study? We studied about fibers and how fibers are changed into fabric. I hope you all have understood today's chapter. Thank you. Jazakumullahu khaira.